My name's Barry and this is...
My name's Jordan.
And we're going to just introduce you to some games you can use for children in the fundamental stage from 6 to 9.
I'm going to explain the first drill. First drill is Foxes and Hounds. These are players and these are cones. They need to be working in pairs. This drill focuses on speed and agility. There's a trainability window in the fundamental stage where you have to work on speed, and it's in no longer than 5-second bursts. For this demonstration, Barry, if you could be a hound, I'm going to be a fox. User, if you could shout foxes or hounds for us. If you shout hounds, Barry, you have to turn and sprint and try and get away from me. If you shout foxes, I have to try and sprint and get away from you. So we'll just demonstrate that now. User, if you could shout one for us.
Foxes!
We'll just do one more.
Hounds!
That's the first stage of that drill. It's really easy and quick to set up. One progression that we're going to show you today is if me and Barry lay on the floor on our spots, it introduces more agility. So we have to then jump up onto our feet and then turn and run. We're just going to demonstrate that now as well.
Foxes!
There we go. For that drill, if you need to make it a little bit easier, you can move the cones closer together so the players start closer together, or you can move them further away. Barry, if you want to show the next drill.
Yeah. Would you like to follow me? So the next drill we're going to work on an evasion game. So we're going to work on our agility, we're going to do some balance work and coordination. So this is the area marked out here. There's 4 squares in the corners. The tagger starts in the middle. To begin with, these are safe zones, the tagger can't come in. So I'm going to try and evade Jordan. I'm going to start in one of the areas. So I just demonstrate to show you how it works. You need a bib, and you just tuck the bib into your shorts or trousers, whatever you're wearing. The objective is for Jordan to try and pull it out. If he pulls it out, he throws it on the floor, and there'd usually be more numbers, so then you try and catch someone else. So I'll just demo how it works. If you'd like to introduce movements when they're in the squares, you can have them hopping, bunnies up, whatever you want. So if we go, Jordan managed to tag me, that's when we work on the balance. So we can give them 5-second balance work. First time, they balance on the left leg, next time on the right leg. Let's just go once more. So this is a good drill because it works on movements to the left and the right. You can move backwards, so it's really good for agility. If you want to progress on when they're tagged, you can also, when they're balancing on their leg, you can ask them to close their eyes, makes it more difficult. And then if you want to introduce the coordination, ask them to clap their hands. We're going to introduce a football now. So you can remove the safe zone this time. So there used to be more people involved in this. You're still trying to get to a different box each time. So we move. When they get to the area, you can introduce movements. So we can say, soul taps, we say 5, then they have to move out quickly. Jordan's going to show us one last game to work on the fundamentals.
Yeah. So if we just come over this way, I'm just going to grab some of these.
So for that game, you can also make the area nice and big if you have more numbers.
Okay, so this game is called Mirrors. It's going to work mainly on coordination and balance. So me and Barry are going to be competing against each other in this drill. So if we come over here, Barry, if you take one spot and you take that cone. Okay, to start with, we're going to have 2 spots. And we're going to stand on our spots. You can use a line if it's easier if you've got lines. What we're going to do is Barry's going to copy my every movement, and the idea is to try and stay on your spot. So if I lift my leg up here, and then I'm going to lift my arm up. And there you go, Barry's fallen off his spot. So the idea of the game is for me to try and unbalance Barry by doing some complicated movements whilst also staying on my spot. And we're just competing against each other. It's a really easy game. Okay, a progression for this game. If we both sit on the floor, Barry, if you can grab a cone. This time we're just going to bring in a little bit of strength training. It's only using body weight because the fundamental stage you don't want to use any exertive weights on the bodies. So we're just going to lift our legs up here. We're going to grab the cone. Barry, you're going to lead this time. You're just going to put the cone wherever you want and keep moving it around, and I have to mirror you. There you go, and I've dropped my cone. So Barry's won that game. That game focuses on working on your core, your strength, but mainly on your balance and coordination.
Yeah, so any questions or comments, you can leave them underneath the video for us, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Thank you very much for watching, and that's our introduction to fundamentals.
Thank you.